Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Hot Boy Guttah on GUP. I am him because he is me. And, man, we back with another segment, man. We back with another podcast. We back with episode 3 of Guttah Underground Podcast, man. And I'm happy to be here. Shout out to y'all for being here with me. So, yeah, we going to get right into some East Point Rec Men's League, man. I got a lot to talk about and a lot to digest about what just happened this past Sunday during the games. So, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into it. Game 1 was Hawks versus High End. Hawks versus the worst team in the league, right? And they look pretty desperate. You know what I'm saying? I walk in the gym. Let me get comfortable real quick. I walk in the gym and I see a pro that goes by the name of Paul Parks. You know what I'm saying? A lethal shooter, great offensive player. He can sit down on defense when he feels like it. But a lot of times he don't feel like it because, he do a lot of scoring. But I'm trying to figure out the reason for him being on the Hawks roster against the worst team in the league. Are they losing confidence? Or is L not enough? Like, I'm trying to figure out what was the reason for adding Paul. Like, it looked like a bailout to me. It's like, oh shit, we didn't know we was this bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this coming from the player. This may be coming from the higher office. Damn, I didn't know we was this bad. Let me call somebody or somebody call me, and I'm giving the green light to a pro to come in and help us beat the sorriest team in the league. That was the worst part to me. Like, I get if you need Paul against Brotherhood, if you need Paul against Southside, Top Dog Committee, Dirty South, Blueprint. I get if you need Paul for them. But for the worst team in the league, and he led y'all in scoring to win the game, High End was up 1 point at half. High End really beat themselves, if you ask me. High End got like 2 texts while they was still in reach. The game was like 5 points, something like that. They got 2 texts because they was mad about an and one call, right? They was upset with the refs, which I don't know how many times I gotta preach this, bro. We are all grown. We are all done played with these refs for years. Why are y'all arguing with these folks, bro? Why are y'all letting these folks get under y'all skin? This is when I don't like when niggas say they don't take a men's league serious. If you didn't take the league serious, why are you arguing with the referees so much? Why are you so emotional about what the referees calling, what they not calling? Because you're taking it serious. That's why. But anyway, High End get 2 texts while somebody was shooting free throws. I want to say was it New York? It was New York because he missed it. Somebody was shooting free throws and boom, they get 2 texts, which means these folks get 4 shots. New York get his free throw from the and one and they get the ball back, which led to be a 8-point, and they scored after they got the ball back, which led to be a 8-0 run in 1 possession. The folks scored 8 points in 1 possession while High End was still in reach. After that, High End was dead. Their whole attitude was dead. They was more into the refs than they was into the game. It was over with for High End, which is typical for High End. They are known to beat themselves. But the fact that Paul showed up, led the game in scoring, wore the I am him chain, and nobody was bothered by it but me. And I wasn't bothered for real. It just makes my respect for Southside Hawks start to drop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to going down with the ship? You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to, we going to thug it out with what we got and we'll figure it out during the off season. Whatever happened to that? Like, whatever happened to morals? You know what I'm saying? Pride, dignity. Whatever happened to that? I guess we ain't got that in Atlanta basketball. Now, I guess that shit just does not exist with Atlanta basketball culture. And I understand. But me personally as a man, I don't need another man to step in and do what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't good enough, let me know. Hey, listen, bro, we got to go in another direction. We got to call Paul, bro. You just ain't carrying like we thought you should be carrying. Cool. Call Paul. I pack my bags and I'll be out before sunrise. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. I just feel like they disrespect L. I don't feel like L is enough for them no more. That's what it's starting to look like to me. Like, because last shot of the game, who y'all giving it to? L or Paul? L or Paul. And you got Marcus and you got Jizzle sitting on the bench in the second half. I don't care what time they showed up to the game. I don't care. They been there. They been thugging it out with y'all. Y'all gonna give up their minutes for a pro, which he should get those minutes. If Paul show up, he definitely should play 30 to 35 minutes for sure. If he on my team, he's playing and he gonna get up some shots. That's what I called him for. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Hawks won the game. It was an ugly win, if you ask me. And they look desperate, man. Hawks look desperate. I don't respect that win at all. This is just my opinion. This is my take on it. I don't respect that win. Shout out my boy Paul. It was good seeing my boy, man. Paul, know I love him, man. That's my guy. This ain't even about Paul. You know, so it's not about Agent Zero. You know what I'm saying? The big O. It's not about my boy. My boy gonna show up and do what he do. Shout out to Paul, man, for coming in and possibly saving them boys. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. So let's tap into the second topic. The second topic is the Torches may be the best second half team in the league for sure. We have beat every team we have lost to, every team we have won. I mean, every team we lost to and every team that we have beat, we have won in the second half. Even the team that beat us, we beat them by double digits in the second half. I don't know what the hell be going on in the first half with the Torches to where we just cannot come out with the same intensity we do in the second half. Every time the second half end with the Torches, we're down double digits. 15 to 20 points every single time. But that second half, we win it by double digits. Sometimes we just put ourselves in too deep of a hole to where we can't climb out of it in the second half. And then we climb out of it a little bit, but then we put ourselves back down a little bit further, and it's kind of hard to get back up. That second win be kind of hard to catch after that. But the second half, the last two games that we won, the only two games that we won, we was down 12 plus points at half. And we came back and won second half. So every time we have played in the second half, every time that we have made a comeback in the second half, we have actually beat the team by double digits in the second half. They beat us by double digits in the first. We come back and beat them by double digits in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the game ended in us winning by double digits. What I'm saying is, if they was up 15 at the half and we come back and beat them by 5, then we beat them by 20 in the second half. If they was up 12 in the first half and we come back and beat them by 5 in the second half, we beat them by 17 in the second half. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So to me, I think the Torches are starting to get a rhythm a little bit. We could be scary going into the play-ins and the playoff if this unit that we have now continue to show up and play with the intensity that we got. We just need to start off with a veteran team. They're not gonna really let us come back like that and just and win a game like by 5 or 6 points, unless it come down to free throws. But a veteran team, they know how to double down. They know how to lock in the second half. They know how to play the whole 40 minutes. Now, sometimes they slip up. Sometimes they take us lightly and they slip up like Brotherhood did, and they only won by 3. We almost got them. You know what I'm saying? One of our players took a dumbass shot when we had plenty of time, and we had 2 swings to 2 shooters. But that was some pride shit, and we had to take that to the chin. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. I do like Torches going into the play-ins. I got Torches coming out of the play-ins. And like I said, it's going to be Torches versus Top Dog Committee, like I said. Third topic. Top Dog Committee got humbled by a young Dirty South team. Oh, my God. Was that a sight to see? No hugs. No Caleb roars. No B-Hop with his hands up to the sky. No Mike, I'm him, yelling. Mike wasn't there, but wasn't none of that. Wasn't no bouncing around, no nothing. Wasn't none of that going on. Them boys got humbled last game. I'm talking about humble. And it was predicted, like I said, it was going to be. It's going to come down to free throws. And Dirty South closed it out in free throws. You know what I'm saying? I had Top Dog Committee in the point spread, but I took Dirty South money line. I said I believe Dirty South will beat y'all if they show up with the team that I know that they have, and they showed up with that exact team. They was just missing two people. You know what I'm saying? And that was Tim Quarterman and the little point guard named Christian. They was missing them too. But like I said, if you let Trey be the veteran leader, he's young as fuck, but he's the veteran on the team. If Trey locks in and lead, them boys are real, real scary and they scrappy. You know what I'm saying? They gonna compete as long as Trey is locked in. I ain't saying like Trey locked in and scoring a bunch of points. No, Trey locked into the game. If he locked into the game, them boys gonna follow his lead because he ain't gonna do too much. Trey know how to get them boys going, offensively and defensively. You know what I'm saying? So my prediction was spot on. Like I said, I know people gonna be like, oh, but the point spread, the you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I also said it in live. I got my money on Dirty South. I got Top Dog getting upset. I said that. Go back and watch the podcast. I said that. Now let's top into a four. Topic number 4, right? Which was game number 4. Listen, man. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was surprised with K5. K5 looked like prime T-Mac, man. Them last couple seconds of the game. I'm not saying K5 doesn't play with confidence because I haven't seen K5 play everywhere. But this was my first time seeing K5 have confidence in takeover mode. You know what I'm saying? I seen him with the Hawks. It's hard to have confidence over there with certain players over there because you throw up a bad shot or whatever, and you got Mario over there. Oh, he's yelling, screaming to the top of his lungs. So, excuse me, it's kind of hard to have confidence over there if you take a shot and you try to go on takeover mode, knowing that if I miss, I'm gonna get benched. It's hard to have confidence with that going on. With Team Southside, they only had 5 players, which was more impressive. And the 5 player, I hope they don't take this the wrong way, but it wasn't their strongest 5, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're a great team, but they have leaders and role players, and those certain leaders and role players wasn't there. And the other guys stepped up, showing like shit. Not saying we don't need them, but we good. Whether they here or not, we good. If they here, it's a bonus. But if they not here, we still good. It's a reason why we top 4. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why we top 4, and they looking like top 3 right now. Man, but listen, I want to say last 2 minutes of the game, right? It was a back and forth between Blueprint and Southside, right? K5 scored the biggest 8 points to put them boys over the hump. He hit 2 big threes. No, he scored 10 because he got fouled. He hit 2 threes. He came down, went middle, and hit like a running floater type. And then he got fouled, which was a bullshit foul. It was not a foul. Clearly, that was not a foul. I don't know why the Blueprint done got robbed twice back to back from late game fouls with 1 to 2 seconds left in the game. They did it when they played against Top Dog Committee and Mike hit 3 free throws to win the game. And they did it again against Team Southside. I don't know what Blueprint done did to the ref to where they are making these late game fouls and dictating the game. But hey, man, I can understand the frustration behind it. K5 hit the free throws. Blueprint down 3. Now, grant you, Blueprint got off a great shot. I don't know number 21 name, but he done won the game from that spot a few times. And he hit the front of the rim. Just a little bit more on it. Tie game going in overtime. But K5, shout out to K5. That boy looked like prime T-Mac out there, the way that boy put on the show. Performed, stepped up, had confidence. And it wasn't like nobody was holding their breath when he shot the ball. They had confidence in K5. That what made it so much beautiful. When your team got confidence in you and you can perform to that level that they expect you to perform and you expect yourself to perform, man, it's a beautiful thing to watch. So shout out to K5 for that, man. 5, topic number 5, which was game number 5. Sorry, not sorry show versus Brotherhood. Embarrassing. Embarrassing game. Sorry, not sorry show team. They gonna tank. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. They gonna tank. They team morale is so low. You can see it all in the body language. They don't like when certain people take certain shots. They don't like when certain people don't kick it out. They ain't gonna even try to get back and get the ball if they don't touch it. Certain players on their team, if they don't touch that ball, bro, they not even trying to play defense. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got a guy like Jay Steele, you got a guy like Cyree who can bench themselves for the greater of the team. And then when they try to encourage the other guys to stay locked in and to not take a lot of stuff that's going on personal and they in their feelings, it's kind of hard to play with that. You know what I'm saying? And I told Side, you go get these guys because they bust your ass and they hooping against you. But then once you put them on the team, they expect to be treated like LeBron James. And it's like, that's not even the type of team that Cy runs. Cy don't run a LeBron James type of team. He run an all-around team. Cy want a team where everybody cooks. Everybody gets involved. You could tell by the way he plays, the way Toyo plays, the way Ryan plays. They play for everybody to be involved. But a couple guys that Cy added to the team, they playing for themselves. And he don't see that. I don't know. I don't know why he don't see it. He always be like, we good, we this, we missing this. No, y'all ain't missing nothing. Y'all got the pieces. Y'all missing great attitudes. Y'all missing sportsmanship. Y'all missing morale. Y'all missing guys encouraging one another. Y'all missing a bench present. When I say a bench present, mean guys are clapping it up. Let's go, team. Let's go. Y'all boys lock in. Y'all don't have none of that. That's what y'all missing. Toyo showed up, which was a great show up. But it's only so much he can do when the morale is low. When the attitudes are flaring. You know what I'm saying? Toyo hit some big shots, but then you got to think about it. Toyo got to guard Big Chuck, which I think he did a good job at. You know what I'm saying? But Big Chuck is a smart player. Big Chuck ain't try to force nothing. Big Chuck is going to kick the ball. Like, he's going to find open players. They're going to knock down shots. Big Chuck going to go when it's time for him to go. When he see, he going to let the game come to him. Toyo was doing somewhat of the same thing. Bro, the morale was so low, dog. It was like, y'all finna get y'all ass kicked. And y'all finna get y'all ass kicked because y'all are worried about touches and not worried about winning and playing together. So, I don't see Cyree winning another game. You know what I'm saying? If they don't get that together, I don't see them winning another game. They will be a first-round exit. Mark my words on that. They will be a first-round exit. I hope when they see this podcast, they see this clip, if I put it out, I hope they see this and tighten up. If not, y'all will be a first-round exit. Mark my words. Now, we're going to tap into, we're going to switch the topic up a little bit. We're going to get off the games, and I'm going to ask y'all this. Will Brotherhood go all the way undefeated and win the championship? I think so. I think that they have the chance because that's all they focus on. They don't care if they win, they lose another. They don't care if they lose the last regular season game. They don't care. They are focused on that trophy. And when you got players locked in on one thing and one thing only, everybody's on one accord, bro, it's hard to beat that. And you could tell by the way they play. It's no attitudes, no egos. That the morale is high. The attitudes are positive. And it's like, damn, how can you beat somebody that doesn't do nothing to hold themselves back? Like, Brotherhood don't do nothing to hold themselves back. The only person you hear on that team yelling is Herm. You know why Herm is yelling? Because he's the quarterback. He's the only person allowed to yell. And a lot of niggas don't get that when I say that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain niggas on the team you can't argue with. If they yell at you and they say something to you, you have to go with it. Because they're not disrespecting you. They are yelling at you for a reason. When you hear Tom Brady yell, Gronk, get up. You think Gronk finna argue with that? When you hear Tom Brady say, hey, motion, goddammit. You think Wes Welker finna argue with that? No, he's the only person allowed to do that. So, Brotherhood has an understanding. Herm is the quarterback. Herm is the only person that yell. I seen Herm dribbling. I guess they had this little play set up, and the dude didn't come and set the screen, or then he didn't cut or something. Herm said, "Man, goddamn!" And then I see the dude cut back though. I said, "Oh, that's fine. I like that. I like it when no attitude dude basically like, oh shit, my bad. Let me get over here." And they scored off that play. See, I watch shit like that. And it's like, damn, like, how the fuck could we beat them with that going on? I don't know if the other teams see that and they watch that, but I watch that. So, going back to my question, will Brotherhood go undefeated and win the championship? I believe that they have a higher chance of doing that because I don't think nobody has tapped into the mental part of the game the way they have tapped into the mental part of the game. And when I say mental, meaning the referees ain't getting to them. The other team ain't getting to them. They're not even getting to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They leaving it all out there on the court. And when you have that mental and nobody can break that, nobody can pierce that, bro, listen, it's hard to beat that. It's very, very hard to beat that, man. So, I feel like Brotherhood got a high chance of going undefeated. I definitely see them in the championship. If they do not let their foot off the gas, I definitely see them in the championship. But let's move on, right? I want to talk about this, right? And I actually wrote this down just like this. There was a lot of old but new faces that showed up to the league after my podcast started circulating, from players to so-called pros, even other league owners. Let's talk about it. I saw Miss Gigi in there. Hey, Miss Gigi, I saw you, girl, rocking your little house jersey. I saw you in there representing. I ain't mad at you. But was you in there because of my podcast? Answer that for me. Just quick. Answer that. Answer that. We all know everybody knew about East Point, but ain't nobody been in there. Ain't nobody been in there not this season. Not this season. I'm not saying y'all ain't never been in there. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, Miss Gigi, was you there because you was like, damn, what Pooh talking about? Let me go see what Pooh talking about. Because he talking kind of crazy about my house. Am I right? Keep it a buck, Miss Gigi. Am I right? I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure I am. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. You didn't like the way I was talking about your house, and you wanted to see what the fuss was all about. So you came in there representing. And you didn't like the fact that Paul put on a house jersey. I saw that too, Miss Gigi. I'm a great observer. I'm watching everything going on around me. You didn't like it, but you like, hey, you know what? If that's what my baby Raven want to do, then my baby Raven can do that. And they won. You feel me? So we had Paul in there. My boy Toyo. Shout out to Toyo, man. Because Toyo actually said it. Toyo said he walked up there, dapped everybody up. And somebody asked him, like, Toyo, what you gonna be 100% today? They got Big Chuck. Toyo said, I'm finna go crazy. And it's Pooh fault. And I knew exactly what he was talking about when he said it. So I can salute niggas like that. Niggas like Trey yelling out, hey, Guttah, boy, you might know something, dog. Like, he's really saying, like, damn, nigga, like, everything you said was gonna happen, it's happening. You might know something. New York kept praising it. Damn, Guttah, like, everything you said was gonna happen is happening. But what the fuck? Hey, listen, bro, I know the game when I'm watching it. You know, so when I'm watching it, I know it. When I ain't watching it, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I ain't gonna even try to. But there was a lot of faces in there, man. And remind you, I didn't have a podcast the last game we played. My podcast started after the last game, which gave us 2 weeks because we was out for a week, right? So I built up so much anticipation going into last games that everybody want to know what the hell am I talking about? Is it true what I'm talking about? People want to be part of the conversation. They just keep it a buck, bro. Motherfuckers show up to be part of the conversation. Niggas gonna kick it like, nah, ain't nobody coming here because what he talking about on that podcast, he feeling himself. Nah, it ain't that, bro. Where y'all was before? Where y'all was? Y'all was busy? Because the games be on every Sunday. Every Sunday now. Because if you was busy the last Sunday, I'm pretty sure you could have been busy this Sunday. I don't know. I'm just saying. The games are every Sunday from 1 to 5. And I don't remember seeing them faces in there 7 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? The last 7 weeks. I don't remember seeing all them faces in there. But hey, I ain't mad at y'all. Please show up. Please show up again next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot more to talk about. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone right there. We gonna move on. We gonna move on. We gonna move on. All right. I want to say this, man. Getting back to what I just said a little bit. And I just wrote it down. I said players were shocked that every game I predicted actually happened the way I predicted them. Every game but one. That was Blueprint versus Southside. Every other game happened exactly the way I predicted it. Almost down to the point spread. You know what I'm saying? Almost down to the point spread. Now, I got half of Southside and Blueprint game right. I said it's gonna come down to whoever make the most free throws at the end of the game between Blueprint and Southside. I said Blueprint is gonna get the ball last, and they gonna win it from the free throw line. That's what I said. It reversed. It wasn't Blueprint that got the ball and got that foul that K5 got. It was Southside and K5 got that foul that I thought was gonna happen on the other side, right? So, but besides that, everything else was spot on. I went 4 for 5 in predictions. That's not bad for somebody who just started covering these games like that. You know what I'm saying? So they just let y'all know. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't just blowing smoke. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I am watching the game. I'm watching the players. I'm watching the spectators. I'm watching everything that goes on. And I ain't finna get up here and just blow a bunch of smoke for attention. I don't even like a lot of attention like that. But we ain't, that's neither here or there. So I'm gonna end this segment. I'm gonna start ending all of my segment was giving flowers, right? I want to give flowers, and I want to give flowers to this specific player, man. That I don't hear his name enough, but I'm gonna make sure I make sure I praise him. I want to give flowers to the smartest player in the offseason. This man right here know how to strategically pick every team he plays on during the offseason, going into any season in any league, and it always works out for him. And that person is no other than Mr. Robert Ory of Atlanta basketball, Sharon King. Sharon King, let me say this, brother. Everybody need to be taking a page out of your notes because you know how to win. I can guarantee you, from the time you started playing men's league, bro, I can guarantee you this. You probably have won more championships. Now, I'm going to say this. Let me say this. From the time I joined the men's leagues, you probably have won the most championships out of every player that I've seen, like, just winning, and winning. Every time I see that, I see Sharon. Every time I look up, I see Sharon. From money tournaments to Vic Beasley tournaments to, you know what I'm saying, all type of tournaments to men's league to pro-ams, I always see Sharon in that winning bracket. I always see Sharon standing beside somebody when they taking that championship picture. I always see Sharon. And guess what? It ain't always with the same team. Because Sharon understands ain't no loyalty in this shit. Sharon is one of the best shooters in the city. Not in the gym, the fucking city. Probably the fucking state of Georgia. The best fucking shooter, bro. Pound dribble pull up. He ain't really got a hezzy pull up. He ain't really got a good off the ball, but nonetheless, the nigga can shoot the motherfucking skin off the ball. You could be in his jersey and he still will pull up and splash your ass. No diddy. That boy can shoot the ball, but that ain't even what I'm praising. I'm praising this man's strategic plan or whatever he does during the off season to pick whatever team he's gonna play for that next season in any league, bro. Because every time you look up, Sharon is there. Sharon is there, either South Atlanta Gunners, playing with me and the Untouchables, the Georgia Kings, Brotherhood. Who I don't care who Sharon play with, bro. They always in the hunt. They always there, bro. And Sharon, bro, I gotta give you flowers, bro. We all need to take notes from you. You understand, bro? Ain't no loyalty in this Atlanta basketball league shit. These niggas ain't loyal to you. I watched Sharon get benched in big games for some bullshit. Not nothing he did, but when I say bullshit, like a bullshit player. And I'm like, damn, why Sharon ain't in the game? Why Sharon ain't in the game? Then after that, I start saying Sharon here, 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 here. And he's winning every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Without a chip on his shoulder. He ain't even going like, I'm going to get back at these niggas. He like, man, fuck them niggas. I'm finna go win some championships. That's what I'm going to do. And I think we all should have that mentality. All they trying to stay down with these folks, when these folks ain't really doing that and really building, ain't really trying to show us that loyalty, because they'll go call somebody and give him our minutes, or they'll call somebody and they'll listen to them before they listen to the ones that stayed down with them. Man, fuck that. I'm telling y'all all right now. We starting the new Sharon King law. Fuck these teams. Go get a ring. That's the new Sharon King law. Fuck these teams. Go get a ring. That's what I'm stamping. Shout out to you, Sharon, man. These are definitely the flowers for you, my brother. I hope they smell nice, and I hope that they look pretty, because you definitely fucking deserve them. But that's the end of the show for the day. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share the podcast. The more y'all share, the more people engage, and the more love I receive, the more support, the more I will bring to y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I am your host, Hot Boy Guttah, a.k.a. Stephen A. Guttah on GUP. I am him because he is me. I'm going to holler at y'all, man.